my name is Karabo Mafatle, and thank you so much for tuning into Aspiring. As you know, this is a show where we inspire so that you aspire to be the best version of yourself. Today, we are in studio with the future CEOs, the future CFOs, future professors, heads of departments. I am talking about the future of the chartered accountant profession in South Africa. My friends, people who have made this degree fun, and they are the geniuses of this degree, low-key. Not even low-key, very much high-key. So yeah, we're going to have a lovely conversation, and I'm going to just allow them to introduce themselves. Let's start with the gentleman, the only gent in the room.
Okay, hi, my name is Rick Nkosi. I just finished my BCom honors in accounting. I'm from Mpumalanga, Gamhlushwa.
Nice, Nelly.
Hey guys, my name is Nelly and I also just finished my BCom honors in accounting. And I'm from Joburg in Cape Town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Karabo.
Hi guys, my name is Karabo Mafatle. I just finished my BCom honors in accounting as well, and I'm from Midrand, Johannesburg.
So we got 3 Joburgers in the room, and you're the only one. You're the outlier. Okay. Yeah, no, you're around the corner. At least none of. You said you're from Cape Town, Loki.
Well,
So
yeah, in between.
you're half and half.
But I was born in Joburg, so
Yeah.
that counts.
Okay, so your roots are
My
Joburg.
roots are in Joburg.
Okay, so today, just to get the blood warming, just to get the conversation started, we're gonna have some accounting trivia. Are you guys ready?
No.
You're not ready.
Like my brain is on a break.
Your brain is on Okay, so some of them are easy, some of them you might not even know, but it's just to get people understanding what accounting is about. So I'm gonna start off easy, nah? We're gonna start off with math.
Easy.
No, but
goodness.
on the easier side, like it's not do irrelevant costing. It's nothing like that. I'm giving you guys trauma. Sorry, guys. Okay, so for Manak math, right? What are the 5 key decisions that accountants make?
Oh, it's costing,
Decision
making, financial.
Wait, decisions as in like operating decisions, investing,
Oh,
finance.
that's FR though.
operating.
Yeah, that's FR.
But it's also okay.
That's FR1, FRA.
To be
yes.
fair.
True.
It's
Yes.
We did learn it in FR1, but it's mainly a Manak.
Yeah.
Okay, you say it again.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's operating, financing, investing, and distribution decisions. So like dividends and share buybacks and all of those things.
Good. And then the last one is strategic.
Oh, yeah.
That one's the, you know how it's like the overarching
yes,
decision.
yes.
I definitely knew that.
Obviously.
No, you just forgot. You do it so naturally. You're like, hi, Banza. Okay, cool. So this is another math one, right? I'm starting with my baby, with my love of my life, math.
Oh,
But does it love it? Does it love me back? Is the question.
Ish.
No.
Ish.
when they were counting, the relationship's like one-sided.
So real. What do management accountants and gymnasts have in common?
Management, accountant, and what?
and
Gymnast.
Yeah. Like, you know, the gymnastics type.
Have to-
What do they have in common?
Flexibility.
Yes.
Oh,
that's a good
that's
one.
a good one.
Flexibility.
That's good. They know how to flex. Yeah, they know how to flex, you know? So yeah, the management accountants flex the budget, and then boom, gymnasts they flex their body. Okay, cool. So let's go to tax. This one is gonna be easy, guys.
Your baby.
Your baby's tax. What was the proposed VAT rate change that was later disregarded?
Your topic.
Like
It was 15.5, then 16.
Good. You see, your grades are up. Okay. What is the name of the current SARS commissioner?
No.
I'm gonna say Sean Parsons.
I remember seeing it in the report somewhere. And I know that it recently changed, right? Like the commissioner of SARS. but
He's about to exit.
yeah.
No. So are you guys giving up?
No, I give up.
I have no idea.
No.
But I've seen the name before. That's all I'm gonna say. In my defense,
He came to visit UCT not so long ago.
Where? In our class?
Not in our class. I think he was for the master's students.
Oh.
Okay, I'll give it to you guys. It's Edward Kieswetter or Wit. Yay! It's an Afrikaans surname. Kieswetter, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we know.
Now we know.
Now you know. You see, so when you
Learn
see him next year in what?
to be like,
It's like
Yes. Okay, cool. Let's move on to audit. This one's easy.
Okay.
You guys are my future auditors here. My future auditors, you better know this.
Okay.
What are the 4 stages of audit?
Oh, it's pre-engagement, planning, audit procedures, performing the
Risk
procedures,
response,
risk
yeah.
response,
Yeah.
yes, and then evaluating and concluding.
You got it right. And then, what are the types of materiality in the planning stage?
Ooh. Is it
Yeah.
planning materiality?
final material, and then the performance.
Performance, yeah.
Material.
Yeah.
Okay, those ones I'll take because the other ones I was looking for like the overall, but it's overall planning. So I guess they're kind of the same thing. Then there was performance materiality, and then they had another one, specific materiality, like for a specific account.
Yes.
Okay, we're done with audit. Now we're going to go on to the foundation of this degree.
Hey.
Come on now.
Character.
The main character of the degree.
Beyonce.
Yes.
Even though Matt tries to steal the spotlight.
Hey, they're always fighting, but FR will
end of
forever
the day,
win.
No, 100%.
The degree is named after
everything.
a.
You need to get into FR to finish the degree.
Exactly.
FR3,
It's the
FR2,
foundation.
FR4, like
Exactly. So let's do FR. When is IFRS 18 expected to be effective?
2026 1 Jan.
Isn't it
Next
1
year.
Jan 2027?
You're correct. So you got the years. Just 1 year off.
Yeah.
Just 1 year
one
off.
number off, guys.
You're
I
close.
was very close.
I'm just so happy that I haven't had to do IFRS 18.
Yeah.
Girls say,
Like the other kids
get out
right
of
after
the
us.
system.
Don't linger
Get
longer.
out.
I'll see IFRS 18 in corporate.
You know,
We'll
when
see
you do those-
later.
Yes, later
Yes.
on. When
For
they do
some
those
studies, it's
workshops.
fine.
Yes.
Like, oh, you guys need
those
to learn
what
this.
those what is it? What again? Competency. What?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
What is this?
Good.
Lifetime learning.
Yes.
And you don't have to write it in an exam.
Exactly.
Oh my
I-
goodness, no.
And King 5.
Oh.
Yeah.
That doesn't have anything to do with me. We are
I'll
we are
just see
okay.
it when I'm the CEO, and
Yeah,
then I have to review it.
just-
So, but now,
It's okay. Okay, this one is kind of hard, but our lecturer in the first lecture mentioned this.
our lecturer in the first lecture.
The first ever lecture.
For GDA.
Let's say not for GDA, for third year, for final year, FR3.
Oh.
This was mentioned. I think even this year.
Modak.
Yeah. Well, he mentioned this person. Who is the South African representative on the International Accounting Standards Board?
Oh. Yeah, where's my standard? So, like that's what I'm thinking about. But
This one's hard. Shame.
It is like
No,
It's not
completely
someone you
forgot.
think of.
But I think he
It
did
has a B
mention
in the
it,
name.
Yeah.
You're so
there's a B
right.
in the name. Just that I cannot say is Baron or I'm not sure. Shane.
Okay, I'll give it to you guys. His name is Bruce Mackenzie.
and the name is so familiar.
Yeah.
It is very
Yeah.
familiar.
Yeah,
yes,
Bruce Mackenzie,
yes,
it's-
it's very
I
familiar.
know that.
Yes.
Yeah, we know it, guys.
You didn't know it.
Yeah.
When they said
Like, exactly.
But yeah, so that is the accounting trivia. You guys did well.
Okay.
I was like, I don't know.
For effort, I guess.
Right? No, but you guys did well. Some of them are like the commissioner and the SA rep.
Yeah, it was above us.
Just-
It was
It was
you guys did well in
actually above
tax.
us.
You did well in audit. Clearly, those are the most loved.
Oh, I guess.
Okay, cool. Let's get started with the conversation, right? I just wanted to know from you guys, what informed your decision to study towards being a chartered accountant? Let's start with you, Rick.
Can I say loving numbers?
And do you see those numbers?
Good question.
No, where are the numbers now?
Where are
Because
the
now it's
numbers?
50% words and 50% numbers. Ish. But I think for me, I've always enjoyed like managing like funds. So like at home, they would just like give me money so that like I can just like save it and all of that. I just was obsessed with saving money. I felt like putting money in the bank and accumulating interest, that was the best thing you can do with your money rather than spending it. So yeah, I just wanted like a career that would help me still be engaged with like some problem solving and like still do what I enjoy, which is like managing funds. So I think accounting was just that meeting point for those two.
So we're seeing a future CFO in the making. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Nelly, what about you? What made you say I'm gonna go become a CASA?
Ooh, okay, that's so interesting because I didn't always want to be a CA. Like, I think before grade 10, I wanted to be a doctor, cardiologist,
Literally.
and all that. But like in grade 10, I met my accounting teacher. I will always say he's the one who made me fall in love with accounting. I was like, this subject is so interesting. Like, I just love the numbers. Like, I literally fell in love with accounting, and I always knew that when I go to varsity, I want to study accounting. I literally did not even apply for anything else except for acting, because I knew I wanted accounting. And then when I got to varsity, then I learned more about the chartered accountancy routes. I'm like, oh, it seems more broader and it gives you more opportunities instead of just like being an accountant only. So I was like, okay, actually, let me just do the chartered accountancy routes.
Okay, and you, Karabo?
I have a similar story to Nelly's, right? I had the best accounting teacher ever. Oh, used to love her down. She'd be like, Karabo, you can do this. And I was also just good at it, and she just motivated me to do really well in it. Then, yeah, I was just like, let me just go forward with accounting. And then, yeah, that was where we started. And then I heard CASAs make money.
Real.
This is a good balance of what I like and a good career prospect, you know. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay, let's go this route. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I feel like the accounting teacher story is like similar to me. Like for me, although like I always, so my dad's an accountant, so I was exposed to accounting, right? So that was my reason for wanting to be an accountant. But I think my high school teacher was like the nail in the coffin, because like I even sent her a message at grad. I was like, thank you so much for being such a great teacher, because you're the reason I'm in, like you're one of the reasons I'm in this degree. So she was a really good accounting teacher, and similar to you, just encouraging me to go study accounting.
Exactly.
And we need to thank the teachers, guys.
Yeah.
Teachers
Yes.
have
Thank you.
such a
They were
big
very
role.
passionate.
They play
Yeah,
a very
they-
good role. I actually
yes.
recently visited my high school accounting teacher. Mr. Cutie. I'm like,
Wow.
Mr.
Same.
Cutie. I was like, sir, you're the one that made me fall in love with accounting. You're the reason I'm here.
In
like,
this degree.
In this degree. You know, like, they play such a huge role, guys.
And they
like,
do. I feel like we don't give them enough credit.
enough credits.
For the work they do. Yay, guys. Yay. Hey. Okay, cool. So we have like multiple options. You can do BCom, you can do business science. For you, Karabo, like most people only know of the BCom route, and you're like, nah, I'm gonna go do business science, finance with accounting. What influenced that decision for you?
So I also had no idea about it, right? But then my mom's partner informed me about it, and he was telling me about who has done it, the CFOs who have done it. I'm like, oh, these are strong women, strong black women. And then I was like, okay, let me look into it. And then I saw, first of all, you graduate with an NQF level 8. It's an honors degree. And it's just an extra year. And you integrating 2 majors. I'm like, might as well. And that's why I chose it. And I think it was a very great decision because it made me also be exposed to finance, of which I realized, I actually really like finance. I think that's also why, instead of just going pure auditing, like, let me go top and go to the bank and just integrate the finance and accounting into my career. So I think it was a really great decision. Just for that one extra year, you know? I'm like, so that's why I chose it.
I agree. Like, I feel like a lot of us only know of BCom.
Yes.
And I think also because business science is very UCT specific. Like every other university, it's like you gotta apply for Bachelor of Accounting Science or something like that. And at UCT, like a lot of us, when we get here, we're exposed to business science, and we're like, is this
It's a scam.
It's a
like,
you don't trust
you
it.
don't trust it because I
Yeah.
remember in first year when we were registering, and then they were like, "Okay, do you want to do PPSI or BCom?" And I'm like, "What's PPSI?" They're like, "Oh, it's 4 years." I'm like, "Child, I'm here for 3 years," and like I wasn't informed about it, so I was just like, "No, you know."
So it's a good thing we're spreading awareness of it, because I feel like the finance aspect of the degree is so important, and it opens up a lot more options. Not to say if you have a BCom degree you won't have options. You will have options. I'm just saying with you guys, like with having business science, you could, after the 4 years in business science, you could go straight into corporate.
100%.
If you want to go into like investment management or
Yes.
whatnot, like it gives you that opportunity much earlier on, because you've already learned it. Whereas the three of us, we're going to have to learn on the job how to do, like we don't have we only have a minimal theory of investments and banking and finance. Whereas if you do business science, you have like that in-depth theory of it. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, I'm just trying to think, what kind of upbringing did you guys have? Because most people who study accounting, you think they are nerds, they are in their books all the time. But when we look at this group of people here, we're also like vibrant and so energetic. What upbringing did you guys have, and how do you feel like that has led you to this kind of career, if that makes sense? Let me start with Karabo and then Nelly.
Okay. So upbringing wise, I grew up with my mom and my sister. It was just the three of us. And yeah, it's just that thing of being independent woman, and also just being outspoken and just like, I don't know, we just are introverted extroverts, if I can put it like that. And how it shaped my career, I wouldn't really say my personality seeped into my career, because you know that that stereotype, accountants are boring and whatnot. No. If that was the case, I wouldn't be here. You know? But I think it was just a thing of, I really liked accounting. Like I liked I was really good at maths and accounting. I'm like, oh, this is nice. But then yeah, it was mostly just my passion for it. But then when I came into the space, I was like, oh, we have personalities.
We do.
Yes, we have good personalities.
Yes.
So I'll just say my personality, all in all, is just shaped by my family, my mom, my sister, just my maternal family mostly. We're just very outgoing, outspoken, fun, and we just know how to balance. We know how to work hard, but we also know how to have fun.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, that's just how I chose this. I don't know. It was just a great choice for me. I don't know. Yeah.
And you, Nelly?
Okay, my upbringing, I don't know. So I grew up like with my early years of my life. I grew up with my mom and my dad, and then it was me and my mom. So I grew up like in a nice kasi in Joburg, like Orangey Farm. Oh, shout out to Orangey Farm. So like I feel like when you're there, you're not thinking about those things, you know. So I never did I imagine that I'll be in Cape Town, like at GCC and all that. So growing up, one of the things I was most passionate about was acting. So I wanted to be an actress, like since from when I was young. If I could sing, I was like, if I could sing, I wanted to be a singer. Like I was made for the spotlight. I'm like,
You were.
I want the spotlight. So I wanted to go into into that route and all that. But then the more I grew up, and then when I moved to Cape Town, then obviously I'm exposed to more things like, oh, there's this professional stuff now. I'm like, okay, with us, I would like to be a doctor. I had a first aid kits and all that. But then that didn't work out. As I said, I fell in love with accounting and all that. But I don't know if I can say like that played a role in me doing accounting, like my upbringing. I don't think so, because if I wasn't here, I would be an actress. That's still like
You're still gonna be an actress, too.
right? That's still like my,
Yes.
my
Gonna
first
happen.
love.
Yes, we
Like that's still my
foresee it.
first love. But I love accounting. I'm not gonna say I don't love accounting. But like if it were up to me, I'll be like Nomzamo Bata, you know? An actress with an accounting degree.
You know what? Twin.
I don't know that.
Yes! She did GDA here.
At UCT.
She's a whole UCT
I just fell in love with her even more.
Exactly.
Totally.
That's actually my role model. Like,
Oh.
yes.
That's nice.
When I Rick star.
You know? Okay, so for me, like in my early years, like I grew up with my grandmother, and my grandmother, like she runs like a spaza shop, so like she sells like at school, and then like afterwards sells like on the street. So I think engaging with like a spaza shop, like always like counting money, the concept of managing money, or like I just fell in love with it just right there and there. And also like selling in a spaza shop, like there's a lot of like accounting considerations, like rather than just like doing the transaction. There's like inventory management, for example, where you have to think about, okay, I'm buying fruits, I'm selling fruits, so I should set a timeline to be like, okay, how much am I buying to ensure that they don't spoil and all of those things. So I think just all of that, managing a business was just what I fell in love with, and accounting was just a great way to do that.
So now you've been an accountant since birth.
Literally.
You were born to do
He
this.
was doing management accounting without even knowing
You were doing inventory management.
Wow.
We were playing with sand, you know. He was doing inventory management, guys.
Those people, when they say 20 years of experience, he can be
Yes,
like,
you can put on your CV.
Literally.
Yes.
When you're an entrepreneur since birth.
Yes.
Hey. Okay.
Chikamu.
Me, my upbringing. I think also, I actually need to think. I think for me, I grew up in Joburg, but I also moved around like South Africa a lot. Like I lived in Northwest, I lived in Limpopo. So moving around had exposed me to a lot, like, different careers, different people. And then I think what really, like my personality is that I'm able to get along with lots of kinds of people. Like no matter if you're new to the space, I'm most likely able to get along with you. So I think I've always enjoyed the interacting with people. And similar to you, my dream was to be an actress. My dream is, and low-key, it's still in there. I'm like, and follow your dreams.
We can still do
guys.
it.
We can still do
still
it.
do it.
We will be the corporate baddies and
Literally.
we don't have to be one.
We don't have to limit ourselves.
Exactly. So, but yeah, and then those entrepreneurship days at school. Yes, I found that I love that the most. And then I always knew like business was for me. Like from the beginning, I knew whatever career I go into, it has to be like commerce oriented. If it's ecos, if it's what, it will have to be like a commerce degree. And I think what really informed the decision to be an accountant was that I looked at, guys don't laugh at me, I looked at CEOs, and majority of CEOs were CAs.
Yeah, I love
So I was just like,
Yes.
There's a
there's
trend.
a trend. Yeah. In order for me to be a CEO one day,
That's the minimum requirement.
exactly.
Like-
So knowing that I wanted to like have a beautiful career within corporate, and like the only thing you really know of corporate is a CEO, the founder, the owner, and then I saw who they were. I was like, okay, accounting makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So you guys are like academically excellent, right? And don't downplay your achievements. If I would air them out, but I feel like you want to keep it to yourselves. Like you guys have done incredibly well in undergrad and even in postgrad. My question is, how are you guys doing it? How are you guys doing it?
That's a good
question. How are you? Tell us the secrets.
Do you guys want to go?
So for me, I would say that I think like, how do I do well would be, I think like, it's just mainly like practicing. I feel like I give a lot of time to like practicing and reflecting, because I think one of the main things I think that I've just told myself since high school is that I know that a lot of people say that, oh yeah, you're Rick, like you do well, like how do you do it? Like it's like you have a memorandum into the exam. But like I always told myself that it's fine to like fail when I'm like doing like tutorials or like practicing at home. So I give myself grace when I'm like practicing at home, because I know that I'm just doing it to like test my knowledge, but I have nothing to lose really. So I think just going into practicing with that mindset that I have nothing to lose, I'm just giving my best shot at this, and then if I'm making any mistakes, I'm going to reflect on them and ensure that when I'm doing a similar topic or a similar thing, I'm improving on the things that I got wrong on the first paper. So I think just continuous improvement. I think just aim for that.
Hey, we're not Kaizen. And you, Karabo?
I think for me personally, it's like I've always just had that personality trait of being disciplined, but also being hardworking. And like a key thing, okay, I used to love getting things right, but then the pivotal thing was, what am I getting wrong? Let me fix what I'm getting wrong. As Rick said, you're at home. It doesn't matter. Like, I think early days of varsity, you're out of high school. We're so used to being top achievers, and we're so used to getting things right. And then now you get shocked, like, oh, this is a bit tricky.
It's tough.
I need to put in more effort.
Yeah.
So I think that was my key thing in second year. Let me stop focusing on the ticks. I need to focus on what's wrong. Like, even throughout varsity, when I'm marking my own tutorials and like tests and practicing, I don't care about what I got right. It's like, oh, nice, okay. Where's the X? Why did I go left here? So I think that's a key thing in doing really well, finding the weak spots and working on that until you get it right. So I think that's why I've done well. Yeah.
She hasn't just done well. Guys.
Extreme.
Extreme. We'll wait for graduation and then we'll see.
We'll see
Our graduating with distinction. Guys, wait! And you, Nelly?
I feel like for me, it's most of what they said already, but it's also about being adaptable. Because obviously when you're coming from high school, you have your own study methods from high school and you're used to them working out for you. You're coming from high school, you're a top achiever and all that. And I feel like where most people fail, especially when you see those stories like, oh, this person was a top achiever in high school, but then they flopped in varsity, is because you did not adapt. Like, change your study methods. You have to evolve, because the way you study in high school is not going to be the way you study in varsity, because now things are different. Things are applied differently and all that. So I feel like it's that thing that where I had to change my mindset and adapt, and also keep myself humble. You know, don't go, because obviously when I'm talking with my friends, like, oh, Nelly, you're gonna pass already. You know, it's like, oh, I'm not gonna pass. I need to work. I need to get ready, you know. So just do those things, because in high school I'll be like, no, I don't. On the last day, like the day before the exams, I'm not gonna study. I'm not touching any book. But in varsity, I had to learn with at 2 a.m. See there and all that. And also, as they said, reflecting. And I feel like I learned a lot of that this year, because in undergrad I didn't reflect that much. I was just, we get and all that. But this year taught me a lot about reflecting, and also what Karabo was saying, like, when I would mark myself, I would focus on what I got right. Like, yes, because I like being right. It's like, yes, I got this right. But instead of doing that, I had to be like, okay, what am I getting wrong? Because then that's where you're actually doing the learning, and you're not just boosting your own ego. Like, yes, I'm getting this right.
True.
So reflecting is very important. Like if somebody told me from first year, reflect, girl.
And Loki, our lecturer,
They used to.
No, they
Mr.
used to tell
Winfield
us
told
things.
us, guys.
But like we didn't understand. Like, what is reflecting?
What is reflecting?
I thought marking was just reflecting. Marking was and putting my little correction. That was reflecting.
Literally.
But it's not.
It's not.
You need to go deep.
You need to go deep.
Why did I get it wrong?
Yeah.
How can I fix it? Yes.
Because like now in undergrad, like marking a 3-hour paper, I'll mark it within 20 minutes. But then this year I started marking a 3-hour paper for 3 hours. And now I'm like, okay, this.
Where did they get this?
Where did
How?
they get this? How?
Yes. Especially with math, like with math, like you
yes.
they just give you the numbers and you need to figure out how they got there.
Because
Exactly.
it's not about the numbers, it's about how.
Exactly.
About the actual why, the thinking.
The process
Because
matters.
every math paper is different. So if you focus on the numbers and not the how and the why, it's gonna be shy.
Hey.
Yeah, I feel like that's
So you guys mentioned how you did well, but what drives you to do well? Because I feel like it's easy to know how to do well. A lot of people know you should reflect. A lot of people know that you should not focus on what you're getting right. But what drives you to do well? Yeah, let's start with you, Nelly.
Okay, what drives me to do well? Also, I think like it's that thing of always wanting to do better than I did last time, you know? So like I think sometimes I put myself under a pressure a lot. It's like even my friends have always said me, Nelly, you did well. Why? Because I'm like, okay, why didn't I get this? You know, why didn't I get this? You could do better than this. So it's like that thing of wanting to be better than how I was last year, you know, just improving, self-improving and all that. And also, you know, academic validation. I want to
So
validate
real.
myself as girl. You that girl.
You're smart.
You're smart. You can do this. You know,
Yeah.
like people have done it before, so why can't you? You know?
Exactly.
So I feel like that's what drives me the most, and also I'm passionate about this thing, guys. I don't know if like you notice that whenever I talk about accounting, people are like I'm just passionate about it. Like it's I just find the excitement in it. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
I feel like once you find the excitement in what you're studying, like that's where the L click comes, like Ronaldo would say.
Yeah. Okay, Rick, what about you? What drives you to do well?
I think similar to Nelly, I can say that I know in my first year, to be honest, what drove me in first year was like academic validation. I think like coming from high school, like with good marks, I was like, I just need to maintain these marks and all of that and do well. But I think going forward though, I think what drove me is just like the love of accounting. I think, that is important. But I think one thing that's important is to differentiate between enjoying something and being challenged about something, because you can enjoy something but it can still challenge you. So like those can exist in the in the same place, because even if something is challenging, you can still move forward with it if you still enjoy it, if you still see the purpose in it. For example, like in car, like we do controls are trapping, guys. Controls are trapping, guys. But like the concept of controls is really like an interesting concept, because like
We were literally talking about controls.
so like having a door lock, that's a control, like just to keep things safe, and just that does actually like is an interesting concept. So I think just try to see the fun in what you're doing, just rather than a means to an end, that I'm just starting to get a degree, go to work, but see like the purpose of what you're doing. That does help you like understand it better.
That's good. Karabo.
So for me personally, it's just because I know I can.
Yes.
So like from a very young age, I think it was grade 1, like it was as early as grade 1. They used to give 1, 2, 3, you know, the tops and stuff, and I was always top since then. So just knowing that I can do it, and then coming into varsity as well, my first year marks were like, damn, wow,
you can do this.
Like I want to keep this up now. Like as Nelly said, I want to do better, and then just that TikTok. You want to be number 1. That's just me in my head. Like, I just know I can do it. It's just because I know I can. And another thing I was exposed to, I think from grade 11, is how having high marks gives you opportunities to good things, if I can put like that. Like your bursaries, getting into varsity is just much easier. Like you don't stress too much. Like it's just like, and you get your things early even, because I remember Stellenbosch was calling me, oh please come. I'm like, like it's just that thing of like, it opens up opportunities for you. And I really saw that in varsity, just getting little scholarships from the faculty, commerce faculty, like it helps. And also just wanting to help out my mom, if I can put like that, making life easier for her, just knowing that I can take myself through school through my hard work. So it's like, no, keep it up, because I know I can. So let's keep it up.
I love that. Knowing that you can.
It's
just like I'm capable. I'm capable. I don't need to like play small. Exactly. Hey, when are you already UCT coded? I get that's the 2030 vision.
To unleash your potential.
You're very much UCT coded. I love that. Oh my word. But like we all know, yes, you've done well, but you had to sacrifice to get there. What are some of the sacrifices you've had to make to get to where you guys are right now?
Social life.
Really? Karabo, you have such a booming social life. So.
Listen, guys. Like I have different types of friends. They are more. They're friends with different personalities. Some require more of your time, whereas some are very like low maintenance friends. I think that is why also I've attracted a lot of low maintenance friends. But then I do have some friends that require that constant attention, seeing each other like at least 5 times a month, and I'm like, guys, I can and sometimes they don't understand. Like they don't understand because maybe you're studying different degrees, maybe you're in different institutions, so you don't really understand the workload that we have to. Like we always working, we are, and it's not a joke. It's like, I need to be focused, otherwise I'm gonna fail. So just navigating friendships and relationships, But then I think those who have stuck beside me understand. So yeah, it's a little compromise, but the people who are meant to be with you are gonna stick with you.
True.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that's one thing.
Yeah, okay. And then you?
I feel like one of my true love, sleep.
Oh,
Because I love sleeping, guys. And I feel like during those study breaks, I have to sacrifice my sleep so much because I have to wake up early, and I hate waking up early. Okay, but to my future employers, I don't mind. Waking up early.
I'll do it.
Like for the band, I'll do it.
You need me in another city by 6 a.m. I'll be
there.
there.
Literally, that is sleep, by the way. So I feel like obviously you have to sacrifice a lot of sleep because now you have to like be there, show up, especially like when you're doing a lot of things. You know, you're writing Saturday tests on Saturday. You have a what is that thing, proposal that you have to plan for, and now I'm doing the whole evening, the whole nights trying to do that proposal thing. I remember this one time, my what's that thing?
Supervisor?
No, when you do
The PowerPoint.
my PowerPoint did not save. I had to restart.
I
had to message
remember
my
your
supervisor.
laptop.
I crashed out.
I remember you
That time
said.
I did it the whole night.
Yo,
I did the whole night. I had to like,
yo.
sorry, can I please have an extension? Like my laptop crashed. So it's just like I could have been sleeping that time, you know. So that's a sacrifice sleep. Like you just.
Yeah.
You? What did you have to sacrifice?
That is an interesting question, but I think for me, I've always thought of like studying as like a balance. So like the concept of just like having like maybe, I don't know, 60% school and 40% like your life. That's not the balance anymore. Now it's like 90-10.
Yes.
I think especially in GDA.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
not this
you
year.
have to sacrifice your non-accounting friends. Like
Literally.
genuinely, like
Sorry, guys.
if you're not in my degree,
You won't understand.
You won't understand.
I have-
Even
I
the
have-
schedules are clashing.
exactly. I have a Saturday
back
test.
we are there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they don't understand that on a Saturday you're writing.
Yes.
On a Sunday you have an assignment due.
There's
Monday
at
to
9
Thursday.
p.m. I must still start my math tasks.
Imagine.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
four modules.
Exactly.
What
Yes.
have you
Two
scenes and
scenes
unscenes?
even.
Yeah.
Yes. But I also think sacrificing, yeah, as you're saying, like the 90%, 10%. Like I didn't have time for myself.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have, guys. I was unkept.
And you didn't even look at shit.
No,
guys,
guys, in the lectures,
Do you know what's under here? Unkept. Like I realized I wasn't really taking too like good care of myself.
Yeah.
Like just mentally, physically, emotionally, it takes a toll on your own well-being because you're so busy.
Yeah.
Every hour counts in the
It
day.
does.
You have to plan every hour. And then when am I gonna do this and this and this? When am I gonna go to the gym? When am I gonna go see people? When am I gonna breathe or watch a movie?
Yeah.
Like it's like
Exactly. And it's like what she said, like it takes a toll on your mental health because even if when you're not doing anything, you still feel guilty. Like I should be doing
Yes.
something.
And I tell you, this November
Yes.
break has been me just sleeping until 8. The guilt inside, I'm like,
I have no guilt. I'm like, yes, finally, I deserve this.
Because
Guys.
the whole year 24/7 your mind is thinking about school.
Yeah.
Whether you're doing it or
Yes.
not, you're thinking about it like, oh, I should be doing this. Why am I sitting here? Why am I on TikTok?
Yes.
Like it's
Even sleeping,
girl.
guys. I
You
think
felt
I could
guilty.
be doing something now, but I'm sleeping. No, I didn't nap this whole year. I used to
Yeah.
nap all the time. This year, I was too stressed to nap.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Because
yeah.
like, why are you there paying? You still need that 50 for math.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You haven't passed all 4 on a Saturday
all four,
test.
like,
guys.
So you need
There
to
was a
show
time
up.
we weren't even at a 30, but you're napping.
That's sleeping.
your max is closer to your age.
Yes.
Yeah. But you guys did BCom honors as well. And I think that also added to your pressure.
Yeah.
You guys were good. But what informed your decision to take honors? Because you could easily just GDA. You already have an honors with business science. What made you guys say, you know what, GDA is the pits. Everyone is complaining about it. But let me add more stress on top. A whole research on top. What really got you wanting to do the honors section of it as well?
Okay.
You can start.
I feel like for me, it started when we had that GDA info session, and then they were telling us about GDA, how your year is gonna look like, and then they introduced the honors, like, oh, you can also do honors, the research, and all that. And I was like, oh, you know what? I love challenging myself. I'm like, you know what? I can challenge myself. Let me do this. Let me apply. I was like, if I get in, then it's God's way of telling me you can do it.
Exactly.
You know what? Exactly. So I applied, and also, I feel like maybe one day I'll want to be in academia, and
These two are future academics.
Yes.
one day
They are future
Professor.
These ones.
So like, okay, you know what? It will look good. Oh, sorry. It will look good on my, become honors and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like that's what inspired me, like, to do
Yeah.
it.
Rick, you, it was always obvious. You're going to go and do honors.
He had to.
They were going to force you into it.
Yes.
The
The
lecturers
lecturers were
would
like,
be like,
Rick, why?
Hi.
What are you doing?
But I think for me, like similar to Delhi, like I think research was never like a comfort zone. I think like going from like ecos, like those essays,
You unleashed a memory.
1.5 words.
usually
Oh my
1.5
God.
words.
It's like
I used to
a
cry for 1.5 words. So
Now
it
you're
was never
writing
a
Boomer
comfort
10,000.
zone. But I was like, what if I can just do this and like see how it goes and see how like they develop my research skills, because the info session was really helpful on like informing you on how you can like develop your research skills, because they do understand that this is like your first time doing like in-depth research, so they do nurture you to like do that. So yeah, I was like, let me just step outside of my comfort zone. But yeah, it's easier said than done. It is definitely easier said than done.
I had so many of my friends crashing out on WhatsApp statuses. Guys, it's Nelly's crash outs.
I'm a crash out.
Nelly's crash outs.
Real.
They made me and you already have an honors. Why did you need another
I
one?
wanted two.
You wanted
I
Double
wanted another
and nothing.
Why would you
NKFA.
have two?
Like, you understand? No shame. I think it was the same thing of like, it's because I know I can. Like, let's see. Like, shame, if it was too much, I was gonna leave it.
Yeah.
Truly and
Yeah.
honestly speaking. And there was a point where I wanted to leave it. I remember, I think it was April exams. People had written their lit reviews, everything. Mina dololo.
Oh yeah,
That's
hey, that
it.
lit review.
Yeah. I had nothing. And I was just like, maybe no. But I was like, you know what, as you guys said, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
I hate reading. I'm like, I don't like reading.
Interesting.
I don't like reading, and I'm like, I have to read.
Yeah.
I have to read.
You
I'm like, no,
have
let me
to.
put myself in a position where I'm forced to maybe try and enjoy it and just get out of my comfort zone. Right. You know, as you said, those essays, oh my goodness, I was not the best in them.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me see, like, just challenge. I think just challenging myself. I think I'd like to challenge myself as well.
So next year I'm seeing you guys do marathons, because I see you.
Let's go do
making
no. With this body, no, thank you.
No, we can do it, guys. Let's challenge ourselves. Okay, what were your research interests? Because I'm also interested. Like, I want to be like, guys, my friends are too. Become honors graduates. What were your research interests? Rick, let's start with you.
So like overall, my research topic was like in tax. So should I say my research topic?
Yeah.
Okay. So like my research topic was like a comparative study between South Africa and Kenya using tax buoyancy to investigate which country's tax structure better supports economic growth. So that is like a long title, but like overall what I was like studying was just to see how like South Africa's tax system like compares with other countries like tax system, because you are sometimes curious whether like are we paying more taxes other than as compared to other countries, or are we paying less taxes? Is our tax system like sufficient? Are we collecting sufficient taxes? Or is it like, is the best way to collect taxes using like pay as you earn, or is it like VAT, or is it like corporate income taxes? So just studying that, yeah, it was really interesting for me.
I'm gonna read your guys. When you guys have already submitted, right?
Yes.
You've gotten your results.
Yes.
Please bring your research I want to read.
What's
I
up,
want to
Nate?
read.
What's up, Nate?
Hey, I'm going to be reading very soon. I love that. That's a very interesting topic. Nelly, what was your topic?
Okay, so for me, I wanted to do something outside of accounting because I felt like the technical was already too much in GDA. So I just wanted something that's like a breath of fresh air, like you know, but with still within like financial behavior and all that. So my topic was exploring the influence of culture and societal norms on the financial behavior of postgraduate accounting students. So I was just like looking at things that might influence financial behavior and see if like what are those influences, like looking at parents specifically, peers, financial education, because I was specifically looking at accounting students. So I want to see, does accounting influence financial behavior and all that. So yeah, I felt like it was so interesting, and a lot of researchers don't think accounting knowledge influence financial behavior, and I see it with myself. Guys, financial behavior.
Guys, we can
funny
manage
thing,
other
right?
people's. We can manage a
Yes.
company's
But when it comes to yours,
finance.
When it comes to yours,
Ours.
guys, don't say that. Don't say that.
No, we can.
No,
we can. We will.
We will.
We
We will.
With our first paycheck, we're not spending it on useless stuff.
We are saving.
We're saving
and
investing.
Yes.
Go to the rent deposit. That 2 times rent deposit.
Yay, Cape Town rent.
Paycheck.
No, Cape Town is
So like
bad.
so what I found interesting, well, is that most researchers can agree that parents, they have a lot of influence on financial behavior of
100%,
people,
yeah.
like parents and
Yeah.
family. So like from what you grow up being exposed to, that shapes how you view handling finances, whether you're a saver, you're a spender like me, and all those things. So yeah, it was a pretty interesting topic.
I love it. I'm gonna read all. Like, I'm being very serious.
We'll
Please
send, girl.
send us. Email at the end of the day with all your research topics.
Please find us.
Yes. And Karabo, what was your topic?
So with me, I wanted to integrate like inequality stuff, like South African inequality with tax, like with accounting. So I found that through zero rating. It's I don't know, like the zero ratings grounds is actually from income inequality in South Africa. So my topic was essentially, so remember that proposed VAT increase. So with that increase, they had proposed to actually add things to the zero rated list, right? So then I just wanted to check, okay, would that have actually helped the lower income groups it was targeted to? And then also I just wanted to check overall, is the current list actually appropriate? And to find out not everything is appropriate. It was very interesting, yeah.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
Lady Genius, Lady Genius. Oh my word! So, overall experience, like you guys have touched on it, but how did you manage honors and GDA? And would you recommend someone to do an honors? Because you know, third years are coming around, or final years are coming around, asking, should I be doing an honors? Should I not do honors? What was your experience overall? Nelly, let's start with you. You're gushing.
I feel like obviously it was challenging, like very challenging. Like it was challenging, but obviously that's why I did it in the first place. I wanted to challenge myself, you know, because not only are you doing PGDA with like all these 4 technical courses, now you're doing this honors thing, and I know Rick was also tutoring and we're tutoring on the side.
All of you guys were tutors.
Yes.
Yay!
Right?
Yay! We were all tutors.
Hey, we like things. So, no, we do like things.
Yes, we do.
We do like
So like
things,
it was like learning how to balance your time, and like at certain points in time, learning to have a hierarchy of, at this point in time, what's more important, you know? Because like now you have deadlines, and it's just like, okay, right now, which one should I do first, you know? So it was challenging, because now you're writing on Saturday, and your PGDA friends, they have this time to study, but I should be here in the 3-hour seminar listening to this. And I don't realize, so many times I wanted to quit, like so many times, like, why did I even do this? I don't need it. I'm gonna still graduate NQF level 8 with GDA. But then what pushed me is like, I'm not a quitter, and I'm already in this, and already I told myself, if I get accepted into all those things I applied for, it's God telling me that you can do it. So I'm not gonna let myself down. I'm not gonna let God down. So And I feel like it's a learning experience. It's very interesting because you learn a lot about yourself as well, and about how far you can go, and you're learning about research, you're learning how to write. Like from the beginning of the year till now, I feel like I'm a different person because I've learned so much. Like as Karabo said, like I was also like I hate reading, but I had to sit down and read, and it was uncomfortable. And those essay 1.5 words from ecos, it felt like it's a lot. Now I have to write 10,000 words.
Yo,
Like you know, so like you learn. It's a learning experience, and as much as it's challenging, it's also like interesting because you're growing as a person, you're growing as an academic, you're growing as a student. So if a third year would say, should I do honors, or like, definitely nothing is stopping you. Just make sure you're going there mentally prepared, but also don't be scared. I don't want to scare anybody like, oh, it's gonna be hard. Yes, everything is hard. Nothing good in life is easy. Yes. So you just have to set your mentality to know that, okay, I'm gonna go in this, it's gonna be challenging, but I will do it. Look at us now, we're on the other side.
No. Okay, you guys, do you want to add to what Nelly said, or you feel like she has?
can I add?
Okay.
What I would say is know yourself. First, think, can I actually do this? Do you want to do it? Like, know yourself. Because with me, as you guys said, you were tutoring. Remember, I also used to be a tutor for UCT. But then I was like, wait, I can't tutor at UCT and do honors and do PGDA. So I started tutoring privately on my own terms instead of having to be forced to be at a certain place, a certain time, meetings, whatever. It's just now, it's on my own terms over my iPad when I want.
Okay.
So I left that. So know yourself. Can you manage your time? Because some people PGDA, that's it. Like you like it's, and it's okay. Like you don't have to go over and above.
True.
You don't. So just sit down, have an honest conversation with yourself, consult others as well. Because I was asking around last year as well. Like, okay, do you think it is advisable to tutor and do honors? Some people be like, choose your battle, pick your battle. But then I loved tutoring, so it was very difficult, and it was also difficult having to quit. Like as you said, I'm not a quitter. So it was very difficult to actually be honest with myself and be like, girl, you need to leave this. Even my mom was like, girl, last year it was already a lot for you. Because I was doing finance honors as well last year with the tutoring, and it was too much. My mom was like, girl, you have to leave this. So I was like, okay, let me make it work for me. Because I sat down, I'm like, okay, I know myself. I'll tutor Saturdays.
That's
like
it.
That's it.
On your own terms.
On my own terms, on my desk, in my pajamas. Like I don't have to go show up, like that. So know yourself, and it's okay. Either or, we're all gonna be CAs at the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
So I would say know yourself. But if you feel like you want to try, you can quit. You can stop during the year if it really gets tough.
Did anyone quit?
Yeah, people left.
People left.
Yeah, people, and it's okay
wow.
because you saw good. This is getting a bit much. So like just sit down with yourself.
What I actually find very interesting is that most people who did do honors were also tutors. Like
Yes.
everyone I
thought you guys were the creme de la creme. I was like, you guys, I was literally the only one.
Really?
In the class that wasn't
UCT tutor.
I was literally the only one.
Because I think everyone was tutoring.
I was actually thinking of the list of like my friends who are tutors and honors. I'm like, actually,
all of them.
You guys are the same list. Okay, interesting. Now, I think I just want to commend you guys for taking on that research project. It's not easy. GDA itself is challenging. And to do honors on top of that. Wow, I really do commend you guys. You guys did so well. I'm always proud of you guys. I'm going to be there bragging. I'm like, guys, my friends are academic trainees at the best university. My friend is working at one of the best banks in the country. Like, I'm going to be bragging about you guys and be like,
let's not forget you, girl.
Hey! We forget ourselves.
No, but I am truly. One thing I wanted to know, like, if you were to rank the 4 courses, best to worst.
Easy.
What's the best? What's the worst?
Girl.
Rick, let's start with you.
For me,
we all know the answer.
It's FI.
We knew it.
Wait.
Financial Financial reporting number 1, okay.
And then tax, guy, and then math.
Okay.
Yes.
Swap FR and tax.
Okay.
Swap them for me. Guys, for
Yeah.
me, FR. Since FR 2, when groups came in, I said,
Really?
oh,
Low-key. It's when changes in shareholding came. How
Same. Same.
That's why I had to actually be
but
like,
Shem, in terms
I
of
need to
liking,
work.
I liking, from liking wise, yeah, let me say that. But I don't know, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's nice to like FR, but
Yeah.
it starts to challenge you at the end.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if it's just me. I feel like Gar gets better over time.
100%.
Yeah.
Which is
100%.
Gawan,
yeah.
yeah.
Gar-
It
Ooh,
gets-
Gawan is- yeah.
That's the pit.
Even if I were to do Gawan now,
Girl.
I'd still flop.
Literally.
I don't know.
No, Gawan is the pit.
Yeah,
And then it gets better.
It gets better.
Text does this
Text,
for
text
me.
is like,
It's like
yeah.
Tex is my darling.
you love it.
I love
No.
FR for me was like this.
Yeah.
One day it's high, one day it's at the bottom.
No, literally. I feel like for me, in undergrad, I always love FR, like,
Yes.
until FR3.
Yeah.
Like, it's always been FR, tax, maybe GAR, and then math. No, but obviously
Math
Math is
is-
the last one,
yes.
you know? But FR3, I started losing that love
No,
for FR.
100%.
And then tax started becoming... So right now, where I'm at, I don't know, because FR4 was so interesting, like, it was so nice, like...
I actually
the-
love financial instruments so much.
Yes, they were interesting,
Yeah.
but also tax, guys.
No,
Every
tax
single
was-
topic in
yeah,
tax
yes.
was interesting.
Yes.
Like
Tax
tax,
was interesting,
you sit there and think, how did those people think about this? Like, no, tax is very interesting.
Tax
for
is
me. So I think
interesting.
tax is like coming.
Yes.
You
I
know?
like. I
Yes.
think with tax, I like the changes. Like it
Yes.
doesn't stay constant, which is the nice thing.
Yes.
Similar to math, like I love math.
Same.
Not to say it loves me back,
Yes.
but I love it so
It
much.
makes you
like,
think.
It makes you think.
you
Yes.
Makes you think.
Yeah.
Math
just
is so
think.
critical.
And I
You
think
have
for
to
me with math, to
think.
do like better, to stop failing, I had to when I had to stop failing, I had to think, no man, this is not accounting. I need to think like
outside
th-
the box.
outside the box.
Think like a boss. Like
Yes,
Eric
you
was
need to
saying,
think like a.
Exactly.
You mustn't think like an
boss.
accountant.
Yes.
You need to think like a
owner.
boss. Yes, an
Yes, like, I
owner
own this
outside the
company.
box.
What would I do? What would I
Yes,
do?
and that's what I
Exactly.
love. That's when I started liking it. Like, oh, I need to think like a top
Management.
Yes.
You are management.
You are yes.
Stop in management.
Yes.
No, math is interesting.
It's
Yeah.
very
It's a very
interesting. It's
interesting
very
module.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Tough,
it's
but
hated.
yes.
It's by how it treats us. But
Okay, one last question. What was the lowest point of this degree overall from first year to now, and how did you overcome it?
It was this year, Shem. This
GDA.
year, it was GDA. I think for me, it was around the beginning of the year. I had a lot going on. We had the submissions for the research.
Yeah.
There was the studying for the Saturday test, and I had interviews. I was flying in and out.
yes.
I was exhausted.
And you guys were in Joburg every week.
every week in Joburg for 5-minute interviews, and I'm like, oh,
And they couldn't make it on
could
Zoom.
this be on Zoom?
right, 'cause literally.
Love them down though, thanks guys, but no shame. I think for me that was the lowest point. I was just exhausted mentally, emotionally, and also this year, as you said, we're so busy. You know that 90-10 thing. I think this year was 99-1.
Yeah.
Yes, hardly time for yourself. Like just this year was bad. So
Yeah.
I'm so happy it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yes.
We did it.
We did it.
Yes.
Guys. Oh my gosh.
And Nelly, you?
I feel like for me, like, interestingly enough, it's not a GDA. Well, GDA was difficult. This year was difficult. Like, out of all the years, obviously, this was difficult. But I feel like a very difficult moment in this whole degree was in first year. I don't know if people know, but like, I got a sub for stats.
Oh.
And that was the first time. I'm coming from high school. I'm used to passing. I'm used to thingy. And then I look at my marks.
That's 1,000.
That's 1,000.
Guys,
Girl.
it's a running theme. That's evil. That course is evil. You are such evil. That's all.
Where
I
was
love
we
that
when I
course
needed
now.
it?
Yes.
Literally.
No, it was
it
tough.
was a very tough moment because, like, you know, when you're calculating your marks, because my year mark was 75. So I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get a sub. No, I need to get like 33. There's no way I'm not going to get a 33 in this exam.
Oh my
But
gosh.
no. It happened, and I saw that
Yeah.
mark. But I was grateful that I got a sub, which
Yes,
is like a change of like
yes,
repeating, you know.
Yes.
I was grateful for that, but it was such a very low moment for me.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I was losing myself. Like, Nelly, who are you?
Yeah.
How failure? Like, what's going on?
That's
you
not
know?
me.
Yes, and it was so difficult having to study during January to write like the SAP and all that. But I'm also grateful for that moment because I feel like it shaped me for the rest of my degree. That's where being
I
humble.
wouldn't have even thought you had a sub.
Yeah.
No
Like,
God.
so, literally, like that's where being humble came in. Like, Nelly, you are smart, but anything can happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything
yes,
can happen.
yes.
No matter how smart you are, anything can happen. So you need to always put yourself down and work hard. You know. So yeah, I feel like it shaped me a lot. That's why I could turn that around and still manage to get a good average even with the sub.
Look at you.
Congrats.
Ricky Rickster, what was your low point and how did you overcome it?
That is interesting. Similar to Nelly, it's not this year, but this year has taught me to like show up 100% because it does require you to show up 100%, not 99, not 98, showing up 100% because But I think I would say that it's second year. Like second year, it was a transition from first year where I just did 4 courses. Chigga, first semester, second year, I'm doing 7 courses. Right? That was a transition.
That was
Jem.
hard.
Justice.
Hey,
That was
BCom
challenging.
accounting will humble
Yeah.
you.
Humble.
Yeah.
And one thing that was challenging was that, okay, I was like, okay, looking from first year, I had a lot of time and I could do a lot of things in first year.
Yes.
Then second year, I was like, let me just put in some things. I applied to be like a stats tutor and I got it. Oh, thank you so much. That's 1,000.
Me and you, Rick, enemies.
Rick is enemies with a lot of people.
Hey, he loves courses that people
don't
don't.
like stats 1,000. And I'm like, ride or die, guys.
Yo.
But-
I think to close it off, I'm gonna say my lowest point. I think my lowest point was final year FR3. Like things were going well until the final exam.
Yes, I remember that exam.
Yeah,
That was
so
bad.
I think it had changed the trajectory of like.
Yeah.
So I'm exposing, but I had applied for honors. But because I didn't do well in FR3, it dropped my average so low. Like you know, you just get into GDA. That's what happened. Like I had done, like my year mark was fine, but then I had a bit of a panic attack
with the exam.
with the exam.
That
And
is-
then
exam
I
was bad.
basically
Bad.
didn't do well in the exam. And then, I remember getting that rejection letter for honors. I was just like, me. But then I think what it had taught me was that maybe I didn't have the capacity. Like genuinely, maybe I just needed to focus on just GDA.
Yes.
And also, it forced me to not have, like, to rely on academic validation.
Yes.
I had to find myself as a person and not rely on
Yes.
academic
100%,
validation.
yes.
So yeah, just to close it off, I just want to say thank you so much for coming and sharing your experiences. You guys are awesome. I can't wait to see you guys as academics, as future investment bankers, future audit partners, CEOs, CFOs. You guys are gonna do very well in anything that you do. I believe in you guys so much. But yeah, just us saying goodbye. Thank you for tuning in, and bye everyone.
Bye.